want to show you how to use this. Suzanne asked how it works, so I'm just going to show you now how it works. This is the winder that you wind skeins onto. Yeah, can you see? And that, so, and then yeah, so I'm rubbish at explaining anything. Right, so what you first of all do, it's got a clamp on the bottom there, so you clamp it onto your table. This should be fun. Turn the wing nut until you can clamp it onto your table like this. This is going to be great. Look how this is. Right, here we go. Okay, this wing nut on so that we can clamp it to the table. Okay. Hello, my little dog wants to come and help. You want to come and help? Yeah, my little puppy. Come here. Come say hello. You want to come say hello? No, she's just going to stand there and watch me. Oh, she's coming now. She's coming now. Here she is. Come here then. Come say hello. You're going to come and say hello. You can't really see her. Come here. Oh, hey, there she is. Hello. All right, come on then. All right, I'm on down the way then. Okay, so once this is clamped to your table, you can, there's a little button on there that you can pinch, which makes the thingy go up. So what you do is you just pull that up like that, so that we've got it open, and then you get your skein of yarn. This is a thick chunky that a friend of mine gave me to wind up, but I've not actually done it yet. But so you undo your skein of yarn. I don't think this will go through the machines, but it's just to show you how to use this. So you open your skein up and put it over your prongs like this. Okay, and then what you do, if it's a bit loose, you get your little you squeeze your little thingy there and push it up further so that it tightens up like that. Okay, then you can just turn that around and undo, because it's obviously not got a knot there, so you can undo your knot so that you can start to wind your yarn up. So that's undone. So we've got the ends there. Now if you like, you can actually wind this straight onto a wool winder. I've not tried that yet, but I'm obviously assuming you can do it. So what you do now is I would just wind this by hand. I'll get back a bit because the further away from it you are, the better. And then you just start to wind your yarn on your hands like this, and it will just turn as you wind. I remember years ago when all the balls of yarn came in skeins like this, and my nan, you know, she was a really good knitter and crochet, my nan, and she used to get me and my sister to sit with our hands like that while she wound the yarn. Oh, I loved it, but it was made your arms ache. So thank heavens for this. And this was only a little cheap one. I think this was about £8 or £9, something like that, on Temu. And but it does the job. You know, it really does. And as you can see, it's going round and round and round and round there. And it very rarely gets tangled. You know, because of if you put the yarn on as it comes off the skein, it very rarely gets tangled up. So you can go all the way around, winding up this ball of yarn, I mean, this is nice, this wool. This is, I think this is actually 100% wool, this. Oh no, tell a lie, it's 50% wool, 40% acrylic and 10% alpaca. But it's very thick. This is, it's called Barocca Campus. I don't think they make this anymore, so, you know, it's very hard to come by. But it's not suitable for the machines. It's much too thick to go through the machines. You can probably see how thick it is by as it's going round. If I stop, you can see here, you can see how thick that is. Just by, if I pull it there, you can see how thick it is up against my hands. It's this little gadget is amazing. I saw a lovely wooden one that I quite like. I mean, that was slightly bit more expensive than this, but I think it'll probably last longer. But yeah, this is a really good gadget. So here you go, Sue, that's how it works. And then, I mean, as I'm rolling this by hand, what you can do after, if you don't want to wind it straight onto a winder, you can just wind this ball onto your cake winders, you know, the little ball winders that make the little cakes. So that's how you use that, and it'll just keep going until, you know, it just keeps going round and round and round and round. So it's an amazing bit of kit, this, for something that was really cheap. It's a really great idea, and it's so easy to help you wind the skeins. I mean, we don't see many skeins. In the UK they sell it mostly wound into balls, but lately I have seen more skeins around because I think they are cheaper. I mean, I bought some skeins when we were in the wool factory in Skegness, and they was only sort of $1.99 for a skein, and it's lovely wool, and I wound it yesterday, and it's really pretty. It's called Good Old Fashioned DK, I think it's called, by Nitco. And Nitco is not a company that I've heard of before recently, you know, so they must be a pretty new company. But they've got some lovely skeins. I looked on Vinted, and there's a lot of skeins on Vinted of this yarn, and I've ordered some, but it's quite nice. So, but you can buy it actually in the yarn factory. I don't think they sell it online, at the yarn factory online, but they do sell it in the store at Skegness, because I bought some myself when I was there at the end of last month. Well, not September, sorry. Well, it was the beginning of October by the time I got up there, about the 1st or the 2nd, something like that. But so I know that they've got it in the store. But now this is nearly done now. You can see that that's just wound nicely. It's no catches, and that's just comes straight off there. And there you go. There's your ball. You can stop that, and there's your little ball of yarn there. And then you can put this onto the other winder if you want to. So it does take up quite a bit of room because it's quite wide, but I am pleased with this. And then again, you can just put it down like that, and it goes back in its little box. So that's that. Now I'm back to trying to fix the printer again. Have a lovely day, everyone, and I'll see you soon.